Hi everyone, our group is called Permaculture for the People. I'd just like to do a quick introduction to everybody for you. This is Pickles, aka Big Boss. Rod, aka Leafy Green. Rachel, aka Giraffe. Jodie, aka Lentil Mini Bits in the Middle Sprout. Yeah. Stacey, aka Shovel. And Lane, aka Bucket. Our process was very short. Wasn't short, but the actual steps, we brainstormed our design, and then we came up with quite a clear theme that which then led our design. We tested it.
So we're going to be moving a little bit between, not too far away, so if everyone sort of is here, and just make sure you can see, we'll try and speak up, hopefully it doesn't rain.
My name's Leafy Green. Have a booking with Big Boss.
Okay.
Yeah, mate. Yeah,
Big Boss!
nah,
Big Boss!
Yeah, no, I've got some hippie coming in.
Yeah.
No, he probably hasn't showered. Yeah. No, that's such a good joke. Yeah, just 1 second.
Yeah, Leafy Green's here to see you, Big Boss.
Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, mate, no, I got to catch you later. Yeah. All right, cheers, boy. Boy.
Hi, Big Boss. My name's Leafy Green, and I'm here with the proposal that we hope will help us build and make better our community.
Is this more composting workshops? Because we got rats in ours, mate.
I promise you, it is so much more than that. This is a way of making this place a better place to be. I live here like you do. I look out here and I see great things that council's doing, but I see opportunities. What I also see is I see homelessness, I see kids running through, cycling through the justice system, people not eating enough, people staying cold because they can't heat their poorly designed homes, and I see the environment just going down. And what we've got is a system, a brand new course that we've designed to teach people about a system of thinking called permaculture, where we can draw together so many elements of the way we live to create a space where people can live abundant, connected lives and create a nice place to be. And what I want to do is to show this to you in a way that says to you, can you support us financially so that we can run a course where community leaders and people working in social justice and social support organisations can participate and then spread the word out to the community. So I want to take you on a journey through that course.
Hold up, what's in it for me?
What's in it for you? A better place to live. We know that the council has committed to strategic environmental and social goals. You've even gone so far as to commit to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. But this can seem so out of reach to people. What we're suggesting is a simple, cheap ways of people to do things in their homes so they get good food and they're connected in society.
So you're telling me you're going to help me meet my KPIs?
That's right, and we know you've got accountabilities, but that's why we're going to do it through the organisations that are already here.
You got 20 minutes?
Sure thing, that's great. Okay. Where's our
None of this makes any sense.
Oh,
Yeah, that you're wanting.
mate, what is this? Don't waste your time.
What is some efficiency?
Trust me, it's good.
What's going on here? What's this? What's got this?
So when we use giraffe language, we're embedding MVC, or non-violent communication, into our course structure to reduce conflict, preempt conflict from happening in the first place, and get group processes working smoothly, and conflict resolution. So we're embedding social justice into the course and supporting good mental health for our participants, valuing everyone as human, making it suitable for all literacy levels. We're also embedding permaculture ethics and principles of earth care, people care, and fair share, and non-violent communication and system output. Using guidelines for decision making to get consistent outcomes of well-being and thriving for human and non-human life.
Thanks so much. So this is our amazing teacher, Jodie. Rachel, and we're going to go over to see another teacher of ours, Rachel. What this is doing is a journey through a system of thinking, of holistic decision making, and we use tools like zones, which is about where we place things in the landscape, and sector analysis, where we learn how do all the things that influence the site come together that we need to think about as we go about building a design. Hey, Jodie.
Really?
But just listen.
Oh no, this is the form in nature. Permaculture. Design is permaculture. Culture is design.
Okay, so we use patterns to help us figure out how things work together, how they can be replicated for stability in the life. And that relates to our amazing work. Stacey is our teacher here.
Yeah, Jesus, I hate building a garden in the middle of a bitumised car park. Jesus. So my role in this would be to talk around ecological principles and because permaculture mimics and tries to replicate natural processes. So this part of the course is around bringing people's learning back to how things actually work in the world. And so some of the ideas in this are around climate, geology and landform, and a really important one is, you can't grow a garden in bitumen. So it's around how soil theory and how to remediate this.
Thanks so much.
Hold up. Leafy Green. All these people in the community, a lot of them don't have houses. They're never going to be able to break into the market. How is this any use to them?
But that's the beautiful thing, that the people are part of the design process, so they will see how we can create spaces that we can all work in together. You don't have to own land to be able to be allowed to grow food. Yeah? Speaking of food, what do you need to grow food? You need water. If we don't have water, we have nothing. And here's our water specialist. Wayne, how you going, Wayne?
I'm doing very well. How are you, boss?
Standing on the hose.
Standing on the hose. Yeah, but look, we've got to question whether we really need this hose. We've had all this rain today. Where did it go? Just ran down the streets, probably creating problems for the council. It's all ending up washing all the rubbish into the river. It's all going out into the ocean. Problems. That's all we hear from the council. We've got a plan. We're going to catch that water before it becomes a problem. We're going to put it to work. Here's the mate over here, grow some vegetables. These people are paying water bills. They don't need to be doing that. We can reduce their income. We can reduce their expenditure to match their income a little bit better. Get them growing food instead of going to the shops all the time. Head off your erosion problems and your pollution problems. Start them understanding. We can get them taking their washing up water out to the garden. I've got a bucket over here. Use it for a million things. I'll take the water out to the garden. Sometimes it's seeing it on the way because I've got a lemon tree out there. Nobody knows about that. You don't have to know about that.
And of course, we've realised that keeping water clean also links out to the wider environment. So we're also going to be talking about caring for oceans.
Absolutely.
Okay, with water, we grow food. Here again is our amazing Rachel, talking about plants and trees.
Yeah, I've brought a little peppermint flower and a feijoa flower. You can eat the petals of these. We're going to bring food growing back to the cities where people live. We're going to teach our participants about food forests, making resilient, multi-layered food systems, urban orchards, integrated pest management to increase yield and increase nutrition for people who really need it and lower cost in a time when a lot of people are struggling to buy food for their families. And by the time they leave the course, they're going to know about seed saving and propagation, how to cheaply increase the plants, increase diversity, and they'll have a network of people that they can swap plants with. Improve their resilience, and a bit about some basic biology about plants and trees.
Thanks so much, Rachel.
Look, this is a lot of stuff for people to be taking on. I mean, what do you think? They're going to just drop their lives for 2 weeks and just come and learn all this hippie shit? How is this going to work for my people?
I'm so glad you asked me that question, because recognising the people whom we're pitching, we're making this 1 day a week, and these are short days, so 6 hours a day only. So we recognise people have got other responsibilities in their lives. They've got to meet those. Spaced out over a week, and in the middle of the course there will be field trips so that we can visit sites to see the things they're being taught working in action on the ground. And speaking of on the ground, we talk about food and we think there's none around, there's scarcity. But in fact, as Jodie will show us, there's abundance everywhere. Hey Jodie, what you up to?
Just frying up breakfast.
Yeah, right, mate, you lost me.
Oh well, weeds are a resource.
They can be used in bioremediation, the food source and nutritious. They're part of our natural system.
Don't take much water.
Right. And we've got animals. In this permaculture, we learn all about animals. They're a natural part of the environment. You encourage animals for the benefits that they have in an ecosystem and the life affirming strategies. The animal waste converts to energy, and mowing and pruning. And it's awesome. The course is able to facilitate for applications in an urban environment using bees. We've got guinea pigs and rabbits and chickens on offer. Everything easily accessible for all.
Thanks so much, Jodie. And all this takes place in a landscape of some sort. So we've got to figure out how to read that landscape. And here's where Stacey comes back in.
We've got this really high-tech thing that we've bought here.
How much is this going to cost us, all this talk?
3 sticks of wood and 3 nails.
Yeah, this is great.
Anyone could make one of these?
In a minute.
Anyone could make one of these. And we'll be learning about how to assess our properties and also how to analyse them. And one of the big ones we'll be doing is how to design for our cities.
Thanks heaps, Stacey. Now, you've looked out the windows. You've watched the way the weather's changing. The whole system is shifting. And we need to be able to think about that, looking ahead, to design for disaster. This is where Wayne's coming back in to help us.
Sometimes when the rain comes down, an umbrella's enough. Put it up, get out of the rain. But what's happened over East recently? An umbrella's not going to do you much good. As a councillor, you must be thinking about those sort of things. And all of the stuff that we're talking about is going to help. Because what happens when your umbrella craps itself?
It becomes a stick. The sticks are really useful.
Yeah, tie a plant to it. Too much rain in the wrong place or at the wrong time. An abundance like that is a resource. That's how we would view it. But we're not doing a very good job at the moment. All of those people, the people that we're talking about, our client base, are the ones who are really suffering. They're getting washed away, they've got nowhere to go. And all of the solutions that we're positing are going to help on that. And you think about what those people need. They need good, secure housing, well designed so it doesn't come down in a flood or an earthquake or a hurricane on the way through. They need access to food. Those supply routes are blocked. The trucks are not getting through. If those people were growing their own food, they'd have a much better chance. If they had a rainwater tank, they'd have fresh, clean water that they could drink. They wouldn't be relying on that sewerage farm that's now contaminating their drinking water all the way through. So all of this planning that we're doing with people is setting them up to be more resilient in the future. We don't know what's coming. Look what happened with COVID. Nobody could leave home. When people ran out of tinned tomatoes, what did they do? They broke the rules. They went down the shops. They did all sorts of things. They fought each other. There was chaos over toilet paper in the supermarkets. But the Permies, they stayed at home and ate out of the garden. Fresh eggs and veggies and birds. A rabbit on the side. They did well. That's what we'll do with these people. We'll teach them to be a community and how to look out for themselves and for their friends.
Thanks, mate. And that's why we love the symbol of the umbrella. It's protective of the people in the community. Thanks heaps. Let's go this way because our next teacher is Jodie, who's got some cool things to say about energy.
I've learnt myself to live a low waste lifestyle, and my carport is now additional housing, and my favorite cup. And as we consume less, we rely on less resources, and generally it's made me happier. I can't wait to share that with you.
So you're going to show people how to save money?
Yeah, that's definitely part of it. And so what you got, this thing here? What have we got here?
We have a source of a battery and energy, and we use the battery for multiple things in the house.
Yeah, brilliant.
Alternative energies.
Yeah, fantastic.
Low technology.
Yeah. I noticed you didn't have a scythe, but left that at home.
Sorry. Yeah.
No worries.
This never song.
Okay. And you know, so important in this community is access to justice.
Oh, for
This is
goodness
where Rachel
sake. You almost
Biological scales of justice.
So what's this about? What has this got to do with anything else I've just seen?
So as you've heard a couple of times by now, we're embedding social justice into the course, and we're also going to teach it explicitly. Looking at big picture thinking, and we're using systems thinking lens to solve systemic issues. Issues like poverty and intergenerational trauma that are really expensive for the government to deal with. We're also going to expand people's ideas around birth, healthcare, education, death and dying to empower them and reduce the costs to social security. And look at alternative economics, other systems than money, like bartering and swapping.
Brilliant. Thanks heaps, Rachel. And of course, having got all of these things, all these ideas, we've read the land a bit. We need, what are you up to there, Wayne? What have you got?
Oh, this afternoon at the permaculture course, we're going to be doing a mapping exercise with the students, because they've got all these ideas and they're starting, and they've all got somewhere to live. There's some of them are in the squat, or some of them are in community housing, or blocks of flats. There's all different sorts of things. And they've all got a notion now at this point in the course about what they want to do. But it's really important that all the pieces come together accurately. So what we're going to do, we're going to walk them through a couple of really simple exercises and get it down on paper, just so they can see how all the bits fit together. Hey boss, you know where north is? Yeah, close. You know why it matters?
No.
Okay. It's where we got to know where north is, because that affects the sun angles. It affects the way the radiation comes in and where we put things. Things are going to be in the shade. Things are going to get too much sun. Things are going to dry out. Things might be a bit too wet. So what we do is we get a piece of paper and we get our students.
Oh, sorry, mate. Just getting a call.
Yeah, can you call them back?
Actually, sorry, mate, I can't actually talk. I'm just listening to some hippies, but I think they might be onto something. Yeah, cheers, legend.
All right, thank you, Wayne. And so what we've got happening here is everyone's coming together, the community, the people, our students who are working in those organisations, the students who are the natural leaders in the community are coming together to work up the design for how they see their community looking into the future.
Where's all this going? What's the point of all this?
The point of all this is here. Oh, this wonderful person and the future.
Thank you, Green. Just take my money.
Hey. Awesome. Thank you.